Wow, I must have blinked or something. This is now the 9th game in 9 years of the Tony Hawk franchise, and to be honest, it's starting to show a little bit. Now don't get me wrong, the underlying skate mechanic that set this apart from the rest of the competition right back with the first game is still there and strong as ever, but Neversoft seem to be running out of ways to develop the title. So what's new? Well, the character building section is a lot more detailed, allowing you to more fully express your identity through the medium of 6 skateware, or like whatever. Unless of course you want to play as a girl, in which case you can just go home. I'm glad that when Neversoft thought about their customization options, they chose to have 13 different pairs of socks, but not even 2 different pairs of X and Y chromosomes. The main new thing for Proving Ground is the way the story and objectives have been broken up. Instead of the linear, career-focused plot of previous games, you now get to choose your own path through the world of skating, following either the career, hardcore or rigger routes, or mixing it up, developing skills in all areas. The career mode is the familiar story of competitions, sponsorships and arseholes, with the big new moves to learn being Nail the Grab and Nail the Manual. Like Nail the Trick, these put you in slow motion and give you fine control of your limbs with the analog sticks. You can also combo all 3 nails for some truly sick results. Hardcore mode is all about street skating, and you'll learn the aggro kick, which depends on tricky kick timing to get greater speed so you can ollie insane gaps. You also learn how to skate check, essentially attacking someone from your skateboard. This is set up in the context of nobly defending your right to skate, but I'm not sure that it really adds anything other than being a great way to enforce unnecessary stereotyping about violence in both skating and video game culture. So, way to go guys! The rigger mode is pretty cool and teaches you how to build your own skate environments, which you can now do anywhere in the game rather than just in designated areas. If you're into customization, you can also buy stuff with the money you win to furnish and rig your skate lounge, where you and your online buddies can skate or just hang out. The other new addition is the video editing suite, in which you can cut together multiple clips from various camera angles, add background music and upload your video to the interwebs. Now the main problem with this title is a conceptual one. Rather than reinvigorating the core idea or fixing any of the weak areas such as the appalling script or hammy acting, all of the development has gone into making the tricks harder and harder. But the game doesn't seem to know who its audience is, and whilst it's way too difficult for a new or even casual gamer to play, then it's filled with all these little niggles that will annoy an experienced Tony Hawker. You will immediately notice that the default camera has changed to one that is too close to be able to do anything. Then you'll find you can't skip the training sections and will have to painfully go through the motions of learning how to revert. And you can't access certain moves until you've officially learned them in an episode. This includes things like Nail the Trick, which you've learned in previous games. You'll also find that some of the controls have been switched around to accommodate the new moves, making play a little confusing.
Oh, dude, you suck.
Tony Hawk's is in real danger of getting far too complicated to be enjoyable, particularly for a game where one of the initial appeals way back when was the way it combined accessibility with high-level skating. And with EA Skate finally providing some decent competition, albeit on the gritty side, Neversoft is going to really have to think hard about this franchise before they release another title. In conclusion, Proving Ground feels a lot more like an expansion than an actual full game, and its difficulty is bound to put people off. But that said, the Tony Hawk core is still solid enough that it is just about holding the edge over EA Skate, and the new video editing feature is truly excellent. 3 stars. You can leave feedback and check out other episodes of the show over at playdigital.tv, and you can also have a look at some of the other shows on our network at channelflip.com.